Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Okay, this is sociology. We are doing sociology, introducing sociology book. See this book we are doing. The first chapter of this talks about introducing sociology. The first chapter I had explained you talks about what is sociology. It gives you an idea what is sociology, how is it related to the other disciplines, what is the scope of sociology. So that is just the introductory chapter. Now the second chapter which we are doing presently is the term, concepts and their use in sociology. So in this we have already done, we know what is a social group, we know types of social group, then we know that what is social stratification, the systems of social stratification, and today you will be knowing about status and role. These two words, you will know about status, the types of status, like ascribed status, achieved status. You will know about status sequence, multiple status. Then you will know about what is role, how do roles change, what is role conflict, what is role stereotype. All these words will be clear to you after watching this video. So let's begin. Okay, let's begin. So out of the two terms, status and role, we'll begin with status. Now status is a very common word. We keep WhatsApp status, we keep changing it. Then we have status in the Facebook. So status is very common in our society, a common word used in our society. If you have to write down exactly what is status in sociology answer, how will you write down? You'll write down like this. Status is a position in society with rights and duties. So every status is a position in society which all of us hold. So every person, be it a child or an adult or an old age person, every individual in society has a status, has a position on which the person stays or stands. Now every status has some rights and duties assigned with it or related with it. Like for example, a mother has the right and the duties assigned with that position of being a mother. Right will be the mother has the right over her child, over her children, and her duty is to see that they are leading a good life, they live comfortably. So every status which we have comes with certain rights and duties. Now every individual means a mother, she will be a wife to the husband, she'll be a wife, that is another status of hers. She'll be the mother to her children, she'll be a customer to the shopkeeper. So there are different status which she has, different status or multiple status. So that then another term which comes is multiple status or status set. Now see here, I've shown it with a diagram, a picture. Mother is here, she's a teacher. If she's working, she's a teacher also to her students. She's a mother to her children. She's a homemaker. She looks after the home. She is also wife to her husband. She's a customer. She goes to the doctor. She's a patient to the doctor. So one individual and various status. So that is why the term comes status set or multiple status. Another example, a small girl. She is a student. She's a student. She'll be a daughter to her parents. She'll be a sister to her brother. She'll be a customer. She'll be a patient. So same way a small girl also has different status. So all of us, every individual in society have varied different multiple status or status set to perform. Next is status sequence. Individual occupies different status at various stages of life. Various stages of life. When we are born, we are infants. Later on, we enter the teenage, after that the adulthood, then the old age. So life goes on, it's a process. So with every stage of life, or every phase of life, our status are bound to change with every stage of life. Now look here, this is a small boy. When this person is small, he is a student, he is a brother, he may be a son, he'll be a son, brother, student. Okay? When this boy becomes a man, in the next phase of his life or stage, when he becomes a man, boy becoming a man, he'll be an employee. He'll start working, he'll be an employee, he'll be a father, he'll become a father, then get married and become a father, then have children and become a father, he'll be a husband to his wife, he'll be a brother. So with every stage, different status come in. That is called status sequence. Clear? Next is, status can be achieved and ascribed. Like achieved is which you achieve or which you get voluntarily on your own, which you wanted. That is achieved status. Like if I chose to be a teacher, so that is my achieved status. Okay, that I opted for, that came voluntarily. So achieved status occupies voluntarily. Example, income, like if I became a teacher, that is by choice. So my income is by choice, my profession is by choice, that is achieved status. Ascribed status, which is by birth. Okay, you don't get a choice, that is ascribed status. Example, I'm sure you'll be able to guess. Example of ascribed status is your caste, the family, the kinship, your relatives, that is ascribed status. Now every status is closely related to prestige. Prestige is another term. Okay, prestige. Every status, again I'm repeating, status means position a person is holding in society. So every status is linked to prestige. Prestige means esteem or reputation. Now suppose if I say that her daughter has become an IAS officer, or her daughter maybe is an actress, a top actress. So for some families or for some section of society, it will be great, oh, that she is an actress. But at the same time, other section of society might feel that it's not a prestigious career to take up and all. So prestige varies according to across society and across period. Period means time period. Time period means maybe earlier some job is considered not good, like the girls being into the army and all. It was not considered very prestigious job. But now, as things are changing, as the minds of people are broadening, now the females are also entering the army. They're also entering those areas where they were not earlier there. So prestige is closely linked to social status. Every status is accorded certain rights and values. Value attached to the status is called prestige. Prestige is reputation or esteem. Idea of prestige varies or differs from one section of society to other section of society. What may seem right in one society may seem wrong in the other part of the society or the other section of society. So that variation is always there. Next is role. Status and role, the second term word is role. Now status is a position. So position is occupied, and according to your position you play a role. So role is the behavioral aspect of status, or the dynamic behavioral aspect of status. Role is the behavioral aspect of status. Roles are played and status is occupied. So if I am a teacher, I am occupying the status of being a teacher. The position is being teacher, and I am playing also the role of a status, the teacher, sorry. Clear? Now role playing. People perform their roles according to their social expectations. Social expectations, like we all stay in a society. We are not free Even if we are, literal sense we are free, but we are not free. Why? Because we are bound by certain social norms. Like we have to behave in a certain way. When we were born into a family, gradually we come to know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. Same thing. So according to our society, we behave in a certain way. The way of eating, talking, sitting, all that is done according to social expectations. We play our roles according to certain social expectations, which we gradually learn seeing by observing around us. That is role playing. Next is role conflict. Conflict itself means something when there's a disagreement, argument, tension. So conflict, role conflict. Role conflict means is the incompatibility among roles corresponding to one or more stages. Incompatibility means, example, with example you understand, a working middle class woman. Now working middle class woman, here you can see this image, woman is here, this something is being cooked, children are there, on the other side is her workplace. This is the workplace, this is the home. So there is a conflict for this working middle class woman to be a homemaker also, where she has to look after, where she's a mother, she has to look after the children, where she's a wife to her husband. So she has got several status at her home also, and on the work side she's an employee, she has to work there. So there's a role conflict when she has to play different roles. That means role conflict, or the incompatibility between different role means role conflict. Another example, you as students, you are students to your teachers, you are son or daughter to your parents, you are friends to your friends. So you have to play different roles of being a friend, of being a daughter or son, or of being a student. So sometimes even you might face conflicts. Or suppose another example I'll give you, you are very good at sports, so you have to give time to your sports, you have to be focused at sports, and at the same time your exams are coming up, so you have to study also. So two conflicts are there in being a sports person and being a very intelligent student. So that then comes role conflict. Next is role stereotyping. Stereotyping we've done again previously. Stereotyping is when we fix, or when we fix the ideas. We don't recognize the variations. We just have a preconcept or a pre-opinion or pre-judgment. That is stereotype. So role stereotype is when process of reinforcing specific role for some member of society. When we are reinforcing specific role for some members in society, like in our society we have fixed roles already, we've not thought over, we've just fixed. Like males are supposed to be the breadwinning members of the family, they have to go out, they are the ones who have to be responsible for all the financial things in the family. So their role is to be of a breadwinner. Okay. Same way, females, they are expected to look after the home, to look after the cooking, cleaning, everything of the house. So they are supposed to be the homemaker. So the roles, we have reinforced the roles of these members. That is called role stereotyping. So that's clear. Role status and everything. Then role also, role playing, role conflict, role stereotyping. We'll continue. Hope you understood. If you didn't, later on we'll have a Google Meet or something, and then we'll interact, and I'll of course share the notes also with you and ask for your queries also. Thank you.